Welcome to your practice. If you have a block, let's take it and place it underneath your sitting bones just to lift your hips above your knees for a moment. We're just going to take a minute just to connect to breath. So taking a comfortable seat, whether on a block or not, we're going to lengthen the spine from the base of the spine to the tip of the head. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Exhale all your air. Connect to breath. And draw a nice inhale in through the nose. And a slow, long exhale out the mouth. Inhale in. Through the nose. And exhale out. Long, slow exhale out the mouth. One more. And exhale out. Let's bring your hands to heart. Sealing into your practice. Just let your breath follow your movement. Taking its natural rhythm. And keeping your eyes closed or gaze down. Just taking a moment to set an intention for your practice. Rubbing your hands together. Slowly opening up your eyes. If you're on a block, let's come off and just take a seat. Placing our hands on our knees, again lengthening from base of the spine to the head, we're going to start to move the spine around just in a circular motion one way. And start incorporating the breath. So we're going to, as you come forward, inhale in. And as you move back, exhale out. And you'll notice that your breath is probably synced quite close to the movement already. So breathing with intention. Inhaling, exhaling. Don't let it be forced. Just try to let it flow as you move. And let there be a little bit of a round spine at the back and a heart opening in the front. Good. Now we're going to, at the end of the next exhalation, we're going to go the opposite direction. Good, it's just getting some movement in the body, letting this breath and the movement start to connect. There's no real wrong or right way. Well, there's a right way. There's no wrong way of doing it. Good, let's come back to center. Close your eyes and just notice the feeling. As you start to generate energy in the body. So let's open up the sides of the body. So walk your left fingertips up, right fingertips, palm facing up, and let's come up and over, opening up the right side body. Try to keep your shoulders out of your ears. and your right sitting bones still on the mat. Nice, gentle, soft breath. On your next inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, fingertips down and arm can come over. Good, coming back to center. We're going to transition over into a tabletop position. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Draw your ribs in, your diaphragm in, draw your shoulder blades down your back. Your tops of your feet are on the mat. And we're going to just continue with some barrel rolls. So that's a circular motion of your hips, clockwise and anti-clockwise. So just getting a few in. As you notice, you'll start to round of the spine and arch of the spine, but you're almost drawing circles with your hips. Again, just let your breath follow your movement in this one. Good, come back to neutral spine. And let's go the opposite way. You can over-exaggerate the movement, you can make the movement small. And one more. Good, coming back to that neutral spine. We're going to drop back to a child's pose, so draw your big toes together, knees apart. And let's just extend our fingertips out. Nice active child's pose. Forehead can rest down on the ground. Let's try to keep those extended arms on fingertips. Keep your breath flowing. Good. Place the palms down on the mat and then transition your weight over, just in a very gentle, not exaggerated sort of up dog, but your gaze is down. Let's just get some weight into the wrists, not for too long, and let's extend back to child's pose. Keeping the left hand extended, come a little bit up onto your 4-point base. Take the right hand, thread it through, and extend back into a threaded child's pose. Transitioning back up and through, so 4-point base, and extend and back, down through to a threaded child's pose. Four-point base. Let's tuck the toes and let's just extend back into a downward facing dog just for a moment. And just take a few moments in your down dog just to settle in. You can bend on the knees, just don't sacrifice the length of your spine. You can pedal your feet here. You can be still. Just taking a few moments just to settle in and connect. Take 3 more breaths. And let's keep still for the last 2. At the end of the exhalation, drop down to your knees, 4-point base. And let's take a seat on our feet for a moment. Let's start to get into the feet and a little bit of mobility. So let's rise up, tuck our toes, and take a seat on our feet for 5 breaths. If you need to drop down onto the tops of your feet, please do so. 4, and 5. Opening up your eyes if they're closed. Untuck your toes and take a seat. So let's work a little bit of mobility. So we'll go step by step in each movement. So we'll rise up, we'll take a step forward through the heel, the ball of the foot, the toes. Send your hips forward and reverse the movement. Again, opposite side, heel, ball of foot, toes, and return. If you need to take a little blanket or something and just place it underneath your knees, please do so. So we're going to move through that movement again, and let's add something on. So let's rise up, step through, tuck the toes, send ourselves back to a nice runner's lunge. You want to pull these toes towards you. Keep extending through the spine, opening up the chest, and your gaze can be down towards your big toe or forward. Just don't crunch the back of your neck. Again, let's move mindfully. So let's move through the ball of the foot, the toe, untuck the back foot, take a seat. Move through the opposite side, tuck the toe, send it back. Draw those toes towards you. Peel your foot back to the floor, untuck the back foot, and take a seat. You'll start to feel the breath moving with the body. So let's add even more onto that. So let's take the right leg, step it forward, back toes tuck, runner's lunge, draw through to Skandasana. Okay, let's transition to the opposite side. Lunge, back, knee down, runner's lunge. Transition, over, lunge. You can pivot on the ball of foot here. Skandasana, transition. So Skandasana is external rotation, toes up to the ceiling. Now you see I'm on the ball of my foot here, so I'm just going to rotate on that ball of the foot to find my lunge. I'm going to place the back foot down, lengthen on the spine, take it all the way through, whoops, to that runner's lunge. Looking at you and doing it, it's challenging me. So let's transition back to the lunge, untuck the toes, and take a seat. Now we're going to move through that transition again, but we're going to challenge yourself, if you find that easy, to do the entire movement without your hands. So you can place them with the tips of the fingers connected in a mudra at your heart center. Again, just let your breath follow your movement. So let's rise up. Let's move slowly and with intention. Lovely. 4-point base. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Let's rise up into the balls of the feet and let's roll through the spine. So let's roll through, so you're rolling through, tucking your pelvis and you're articulating your spine all the way through, transitioning your weight over your hands for a moment. I want you to send your heels back and slowly release yourself down to the floor. Beautiful, tops of the feet on the mat. You're going to take your left hand, you're going to take it out to the side, and your palm facing down. Your right arm is going to stack elbow over wrist. Your right leg is going to come up and over. Again, just keep breathing. Transitioning over to the opposite side. Right arm comes up, left arm stacks, left leg comes up and over. And you can release the head. Good, come back down and through. Hands come next to your sides, elbows in, toes tucked. Navel to spine. Draw yourself up to the top of the push-up. Back to downward facing dog. Let's bring our feet together in our down dog. Let's draw a knee to our chest, weight over wrist, and place that leg through into a pigeon pose. Nice easy pigeon. If you have a block, you can also place it underneath that hip, which I will demonstrate on the opposite side for you. So it's quite a nice little support there. If we're in our pigeons, we're going to lengthen on the spine. So find that position where your spine is nice and long and at ease, and your shoulder blades draw down. Take onto your fingertips. Let's take a stacked elbow and wrist. And we're going to move through some spinal waves here. Inhaling in to the top and exhaling out. Good, release all the way down. You can release your arms for a moment. And those of you who would like can take the back leg up. Extend back, tuck the toes, draw the leg up off the mat. Transition back to downward facing dog, feet together. And let's transition over onto the opposite side. Use the block if you need. Arms stack. Inhale. Exhale down. Just a few spinal movements. Anything that's comfortable for you, what your body needs. Maybe you just want to lie flat. Good, and release all the way down, releasing your hands. If you have drawn up your back leg on the opposite side, draw your back leg up. Just getting a little bit of length. Tucking the toes, extending the leg. Those of you who are lying down, come back up, place your palms back down onto the mat and extend yourself up. Push back to downward facing dog. Let's take a seat. We're going to take the left leg out and the right foot is going to come into the groin. You're going to orientate yourself over this left leg. We'll take our arms up, take the foot or the shin, and then we're going to open up to that left side, opening up right side body, and come back up to center. Change legs. Orientate yourself over the left, arms come up, inhale in, exhale out. Good, open up to that left side body. Come up and through and release. Let's take ourselves down to our mat. Slowly releasing, vertebra by vertebra. All the way down. Just keeping our soles of our feet on the mat. Let's connect our knees and turn our palms facing up. Keep connection to breath. Open up the knees. And let's draw those knees to chest for a moment. Let's hug our knees. And now we're going to take the right leg and extend it out. Good. Swap over. Come back. Hug your knees. And let's take us down to Savasana. In your Savasana, just let your palms face up, let your legs drop out, external rotation. Relax your jaw, your face. And please stay here for as long as you need. And that's from me. Namaste.